What are their thoughts on future plans? Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Miya, here on Mostly in the Moment for another pick a card reading. We're looking at your person or future person's thoughts on future plans right now, like whenever you're watching this reading, in any area. So we're going to look at like health, home, work, money, people, love, spiritual stuff. Like, what is driving their future plans right now, and what is it? And is it aligned with you? So, this will resonate no matter when you come across it, and no matter what your status in love is, whether you are single, open to love, dating, thinking of someone specific, or just looking at your future spouse or future boyfriend or girlfriend's plans for the future right now. You can use this however you like. The timestamps are below. And with that, I hope you enjoy this reading, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile one with the Fool card. Looking at your person or future person's thoughts on future plans right now, and see if it aligns with yours. Okay, so we're just going to go into like every category real quick and then see what they're thinking about right now. What's affecting what they're thinking about. Health, okay. So I feel like they had like a huge like success in health, something that they've been working on in terms of health. They've achieved something great. Home is kind of an issue right now, but not like they're like, it's something I need to think about, but they have more pressing issues. Like it's not like perfect, it's not that great, but they have more pressing issues that's affecting their future. Work, I feel like work they feel confident in, things are going well. Again, still not their number one priority right now. It's like it's going well. You know, there's new opportunities here for me at work, but not right now. That's not like my main thing affecting my future plans right now. Like I know I'll always have opportunities in work. Like they feel confident about work. Money is an issue. But again, I'm getting I think it's because it's an outside factor, because work they're doing well. Home is like they're not comfortable with, but like it's not their main thing affecting their future plans. Even money, I think it's because someone's draining their money. It could be something according to their environment. Maybe their place that they're living is very expensive, or they're living in the city. Like they can't have everything that they want because they're living in like a high, like in a wealthy area or expensive area to live in. Or maybe something like their family is draining their money, or something like that. Maybe they just had an extra expenditure, like their car just broke down, so they need to repair that or get another car, and so they're kind of stressed about that. Again, not affecting their future plans, just something that they're thinking about. People in their lives, yes, absolutely. So that's why I'm like, I think the money thing is not related to work or a reflection of themselves, but I think it has to do something with the people in their lives not being healthy for them, and they recognized it and they fixed it, but it's still a burden to be around this people in their life. It could be the people at work, or the people like family or friends, but they're realizing something with people is not aligned. Love. Wow. Okay, love is also Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, and the Tower card. All the major arcanas came out in reverse. So something major is happening literally like this second in your person's life in terms of health, people, and love. And then lastly, spiritual. Spiritual, they're good. I feel like they're very open minded to seeing like what happens, where they're guided. You know, they're kind of open to spiritual ideas or different ideas. So spiritually, they're open to what's next. And I think it's because such major things are happening in their life. So they had such a huge ending that catapulted them into this new beginning. So they're recognizing that like right now is like very pivotal time for them. And although their home situation and their money situation isn't great, it's not because of them, and it's not because of work. and not because of their internal universe, like not because of anything internal. It's just because something does, the people in their life doesn't resonate with where they are right now. I feel like they accomplished something big in health, even though it was really difficult to do in this environment. And even in love, they're like, yeah, I bet you the second I make these changes and start this new cycle, I will automatically meet the person I'm supposed to be with. Let's see how it aligns with you and your plans for the future. Okay, so health. Yeah, for you, you're kind of maybe not happy with your health situation right now, but like you're like, right now that's not the priority. If I fix this other thing, my health will automatically improve. Whereas they kind of finish that home. Yeah, your home situation is not that great either, but you've already have plans to kind of remedy that somehow. Fix your home situation, kick someone out, move. Like you already have plans. So 5-5, you already know that like these things will improve as soon as this happens. So you have some future plans already in the works. Your work situation is your priority right now because like everything is happening for you because of what's happening in terms of your luck in love. You have a lot of luck in love. It's making you optimistic. Something good just happened or is going to happen with you in terms of your work or career. That's going to make you feel very confident moving forward with your life. Money. Yeah, I do feel like like as soon as like you get kind of into the next cycle, into this like out of this old situation and into the new situation, like your health and your living situation is going to improve. So I feel like you're banking it all on work right now. What about the people in your life? The people in your life I would be careful of this pile one because I feel like because you're making good moves, unfortunately, some of the people in your life, whether you like them or not, whether you love them or not, may be used as a way to kind of keep you in the old energies. And so you're aware of that. And I feel like you can bypass it now. Like you're going to get some people being like, no, you should stay, or no, you should keep doing what you're doing, or, why did you think you're better than us? Or like, why do you think you have to do something like that drastic? Or that line of work isn't going to make any money, or why take a risk on something when everything in your life is going great right now? So I feel like you're getting like people are saying things that like go against what you want to do. So I would advise to not say anything and keep things to yourself. And just, don't be distracted by people in your life right now. Love. I feel like you're not even thinking about love right now. You're like, you're at a major cross point in your life. And so right now you're like, love, sure, you're open to it, but right now it's not even on your mind because like you have too many things going on. And spirituality. I feel like, again, with the intuition, the hope, the idealism when it comes to work, I feel like you're putting all your eggs in one basket, kind of. Like you're betting it all, you're going all in terms of what's happening with your career situation. You're like, if this works out, then health situation, home situation, money situation is all going to work out. I'm not going to listen to anyone around me right now. And love, I can't even think about that right now. I feel like with the 9 of Swords in reverse, like I feel like you're taking a huge emotional risk right now too, listening to your intuition. But you're like, I'm only going to be mad at myself if I don't listen to my intuition, which yours is saying be work focused. Okay, so interesting. Let me clear up this pile. Okay, so for them, it's health, people, and love, and it came out all in reverse, which I'm indicating like, first of all, they completed something, or this already has happened, and is like very, very recently, or is happening like right now for them. I get the kind of feeling that this just happened. They just completed this cycle or something. and it's giving them so much energy and momentum to move forward right now. I feel a lot of masculine energy, whether they're male or female, just the energy of like taking action and propelling them forward. So let's see with health. Let's look really quickly. Okay, mental, emotional, and physical. Okay, so physically they're doing well. Mentally, they're kind of trying to figure things out. The next steps I'm hearing. Emotionally is what's here. I feel like they've been taking care of themselves physically, so they're looking good, pile one. More eye candy for you. But the thing is, their mental health is being affected by the emotional stuff that they had to deal with recently. That's the cycle that ended, some emotional things that was just too much, and they finally like healed it or cut it or released it or ended a huge cycle in regards to something emotional, and it has love and people. So they could have ended a relationship, a romantic one, or they finally got over a past connection, grew from it. It could be something from the way back in the day, like an old relationship they never got over. It could be a family relationship. It could be something like someone that did them dirty, a friend or a coworker, something like that. Okay, let's see. Let me get like a clarifier, and then we'll go to the next view. Money. Oh yes. See, didn't I say like, oh yeah, I think I think someone was draining money from them. We'll see who in a bit. Okay, yeah, and that was kind of really was giving them a lot of stress. Okay. Okay, let's see. People. What about people in their life? Was it family? Their family was kind of curious because they wouldn't tell their family what was going on, but they could tell that something was going on with your person, pile one. Their friends, yes. The sun card is a yes card. And even though it's a positive card, it's a yes card. Or is it like people around them, coworkers, neighbors, or something like that? Okay, let me get a double clarifier. So, friends, people around them. It is a friend. Is it more than one? Let me go into love because it could be a potential love person. Now, let me go into love because let me see if it's like a love person. Okay. Was it like a relationship, a lover, or just someone that they're dating, or someone that they were interested in? It does look like they were in with someone, like something was like something didn't work out in terms of love. Is that I need to get okay, was it a love relationship or something else? Financial opportunity, skill development, manifestation. Okay, and then is it a friend? Charity, sharing inheritance, yeah, sharing money, giving. And is it someone just like around them, like a coworker or neighbor or something like that? Abundance, manifestation, opportunity, new career. Okay, so I feel like someone offered them an opportunity and it didn't work out. And I feel like the same thing happened to them in love. Something didn't work out in love And that's not their main thing, though. The main thing is that they went for this opportunity. They were like, they gave, is it them giving an opportunity? Or them receiving an opportunity? So they were the one who gave someone else an opportunity, and they were kind of really, like, it went really south. What was this in regards to? They were the person who was doing well, and they're feeling good about their life. They feel like, oh, I'm in a good place to offer this financial help or potential financial opportunity for someone. Many friends. Death, letting go. Okay, so I feel like this person, they were like a friend, but they weren't like, your person is realizing they're not like a really good friend anymore. Maybe someone who doesn't resonate with them anymore, or someone who they outgrew, or maybe they're just like, why am I holding on to so many friends from all over the years? Like, why am I giving this opportunity to this person that like I knew well once, or I kind of know, but they're not really my best friend. So I feel like they're kind of like, oh no, I need to like cut people out of my life. Why am I giving so many people my energy? What is it with the people in their life? Because there's something about the people around them as well. Yeah, I feel like they're just now they're kind of feeling like how many other people are negatively influencing me and I don't realize it, and I'm just giving my energy away like slowly when I shouldn't be. Something like, yeah, energy leak. And they're getting kind of like, not self-conscious, but kind of paranoid. They're getting a little paranoid. They're like, oh my God, how many other people in my life are leeching my energy or my money? And I don't realize it. So they're kind of in this like, they kind of went through this like spiral, and they started kind of like cutting everyone out because they're like, I was doing great, and this one person came into my life and like ruined my life because I tried to help them out. And they're not even close to me. So why was I helping them out in the first place? You know, that kind of energy. And so I feel like with you, you have this work opportunity or work situation coming into your life that like looks very good. Let's see how that aligns. Okay, so this work situation is current, like what you do for money, your current job or career. What you're currently doing is great. It's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Are you aligned to your divine purpose or your life's work? That's kind of to be seen. And creativity. And your inner work and emotional work. Okay, so I feel like you've been kind of because you've been putting a lot of, like a huge push into your career, you've been kind of pushing aside some of the inner work that might be required at this time. I do feel like there's a lot going on for you, and I feel like you are someone who's on top of their inner work or your emotional work, but right now I just feel like there's like, it's like your time to kind of go big or go home. And so you're like, everything in my life will improve if just one area improves. And I feel like you picked an area, and that seems like work or your career or your life purpose right now, and you're like going for it. You're like, if this works out, then so many other things are going to be alleviated for me. With the Ten of Swords here in reverse, I feel like you've been following your heart. And right now, I kind of like, I'm getting this energy of like, it's a gamble to go all in here. But like, I feel like you're like, if there's a time, now is the time. And then here with the life's purpose, I feel like you're not even sure. You're like, I'm putting it all in, taking a huge risk and going all in this particular job or career, line of work or area, or new potential job, or whatever this opportunity is in your work, career, or life's work. And I feel like you're kind of drained because I think you might have put a lot into this particular job, company, work, line of this like field of work. And so this is kind of you being like, okay, if this works out, then this is what I know it's like for me. If it doesn't work out, then I'm going to switch to something completely different, or I'm going to move to a different area of the company or something like that. It's something about like it all kind of depends on how this opportunity works out. So that's why I feel like this is such a pivotal time for you. So as you can see, I feel like you and your person, your future plans, let's see, they're funnel, period of frustrations, lesson to be learned. I feel like they just got over this frustrating period in their life. And so they're looking for, as you can see, not having anyone new come into their life unless it's someone or people who don't give them stress is what I'm getting. Moon, yeah. Changes in your life. Yeah, they're making huge changes in their life. They're recognizing, oh yeah, like not all people should be in their life. Like only they're being very selective of the kind of people that come into their life. And eagle, yeah, I'm wearing an eagle ring right now. That's funny. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. Okay. Whereas you, a change for the better, you're also making a lot of big changes in your life, positive changes. Oh, a bird flying like the eagle. Wow, news is on the way. Yeah, because I think you're being very hopeful and optimistic in your work, and I feel like it is going to go your way. Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. I feel like you might be even sexually frustrated because of the amount of stress that you've been putting yourself under. You might be just frustrated in general, maybe because like I feel like there's like a ton of things like your environment, your home, your money situation. I feel like you're just frustrated in general. It might come through as sexual frustration for you at this time because everything's coming to a head. And clouds, temporary problems. I feel like both of you are on the same page because you're both dealing with something that's like very much temporary, and you both are knowing that you're going in the right direction. I do feel like I feel like it's funny because your person is frustrated they gave their friend like a work opportunity or a financial opportunity and they just kind of blew it and messed up their life. They're like, I tried to help someone and now it's making my life miserable. Maybe they got their friend a job at their company and they made them look so bad, made your person look so bad. They always showed up late, not really professional, making rude jokes. It's like, why did I even recommend this person? I don't even know them that well. Like, what did I do, you know? And so they're really frustrated about that. And on the other hand, you're over here, like, getting, like, a great work opportunity coming in. And you're feeling optimistic, but it's kind of really stressful for you because you're like, I'm putting everything in. Material things. And property and major assets. I do see your finances going way up in the foreseeable future. So you'll be able to buy everything that you want to buy, and then small things and big things. I feel like you're focusing on that side of life right now. And your person, a new crush, they're kind of, they want to find new people. A crush, yeah. They're trying to find new people. Sorry, I hit the mic. They're trying to find new people in their life. Yeah, progression, foresight. They want to find people that they like. And they're starting with love. Especially because I feel like they had a crush on someone and then it didn't work out. Like, love isn't at the forefront of their life. The forefront of their life is like, I need to get rid of people in my life that no longer serve me. Like, what am I doing? Just giving my energy away freely. And so because that crush that they had or whatever didn't work out, they're like looking for someone else, specifically in love, because they're like, if you're going to find someone that resonates with you, why not start with love, you know? Or friends or coworkers, but like love. I feel like they're love focused right now. Someone who they can see themselves growing with, because I feel like the people that they did know are now holding them back and they don't want to go backwards. And so they're really looking for love, and you're really looking for nice things to buy expensive things to buy. It does look like both of your plans are very well aligned. What would they do if they met with you right now, or if you guys shared this? Ooh, Three Pentacles in reverse. Disharmony, working alone, lack of teamwork. Why? Fruits of the labor. Okay. I feel like it's because you're doing really well financially, and they are in a period of a lot of big changes. So I feel like you and this person, Pawan, that you might be thinking of, or maybe a future person coming into your life. Like if you pick this pile thinking about like, oh, what is my next like relationship person doing right now? They have just kind of went through this sort of like epiphany, awakening moment where they're realizing I need to clear a lot of things out of my life. And so they're looking for another person because they're looking for a new version of themselves. And you're over here already living your best life because you've already became the best version of yourself, and now you're like being very abundant here, looking really good. So they, in order for them to align with you, they need to really kind of work on themselves, and you already have done that. So if this is like a new person, coming in, like the healthy amount of time that would have to need to pass for them to do this inner work next year looks promising, but it came out in reverse. So like you might meet them before the end of this year, but maybe not get into a relationship with them until next year because they clearly have a lot of inner work to do, and you're killing it, and you're not going to let anyone get in the way of your success and prosperity. All right, Pawan? So if you're in a relationship with this person, then I do feel like you just kind of have to like ride it out the storm. Like I feel like they're just kind of going through it, and they're going to have to like take some time to figure it out. And it feels like a lot because they have a lot of people to clear out. I do feel like both of you are... I feel like they were in their masculine energy and they're being pushed into the feminine energy, and you were in your feminine energy because you're using your intuition to follow your heart, and then you get pushed into the masculine energy, buying things, being very successful, working on your financial side of life. So like both of you kind of swap, and so they need to do a major clearing of people in their life, and then they'll be ready, and then they'll kind of sit well with it. Make sure they're okay with it, because when you release people, like you're not okay right away. Like that's sad. That you have to grieve. You have to be like come to terms with it, right? And then once that happens, they can come to you. So it could be sooner than that. It could be earlier. It says up to the end of the year, so it could be sooner than that. It just depends on your person, how much they're willing to look at themselves and do the inner work. All right, Padawan, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful Pal 2. With the Lovers card, we're looking at what your person or future person is planning for the future right now. So this might be your current person that you're thinking of, whether you're in no communication, dating, just met this person, or it's been a long time since you checked up on this person, or someone that you might be your next future, relationship, serious relationship, or partner, or future spouse. Okay, so, or current spouse, so it doesn't matter, however you want to use this. So, what are their plans for the future? How are they planning their future right now? So we're just gonna look at the categories, and then we'll go into like the main areas. Okay, so health. I feel like health, there's a lot of things affecting their health right now, but they're staying on top of it. It's a lot, but they're doing it. Home, again, same thing. There's like a lot of stuff coming in regards to their environment and their home, but I'm getting that they're dealing with it. Work, and new things are happening at work, and again, they're dealing with it. It's a lot of Wands card here. It's a lot of fire energy, a lot of new inspiration, new energy, like a lot of things kind of starting to get going like all at once. Money, oh, Wand card again. Okay, 7 of Wands in reverse. Not a concern, and I think you know this as well. Like I feel like this person would be stable, or always is stable with their money and their finances. People in their life that's where that's the main influence of their planning for the future is people. Okay, and love, I feel like they're solid in. So I feel like for some of you, a lot of you, like, you know this person, and they're pretty solid with their money and their love life, whether they know you or are in a relationship with you or this is your future person. Like, when it comes to money and love, they're pretty solid. When it comes to love relationships, when it comes to um, financial planning, um, they're really, really good with that kind of stuff. They're really solid. They're really reliable and loyal and dependable. Okay, and then spiritual, lastly. Um, I feel like they don't really always have time to think about life's questions and, how things are going in their life, checking in with themselves. Um, I feel like unless someone else brings it up, they kind of forget about that aspect of life. So I feel like if you are someone who's spiritual, and clearly if you're watching a tarot card reading, you are. So you might be a really good match for your person to remind them to check in with themselves and like make sure that they are doing what they feel is aligned in their life. So theirs is easy. It's people. People in their life is what influencing their plans for the future right now. And we'll look into specifically what kind of people in a bit. Let's look at your thoughts on the future. What's influencing your future plans at this time and see if it aligns with theirs. Okay, health. You are golden. Pile 2, you are killing it with health. I feel like your person is taking on a lot. I feel like they're the kind of person who is always like the responsible one, always taking care of everyone else and everything else. So they're good. And I feel like you're kind of similar, but for some reason you figured it out. I don't know if it's recently or if you always have, but you figured it out. You have figured out how to take care of everything in your life while also giving yourself self-love and self-care. Like, you're able to kind of have time for yourself and time for everything else. Like, you figured out the formula, pile 2. So congrats to you. Like, that's a huge achievement. Home. Yeah, like their money situation. You never have to worry about your home situation. I feel like you're on top, pile 2. Like, you are on top of it. You are good. Like, I feel like your home is clean, it's organized, you have all the little things that you want, you decorated it the way you want to decorate. Like, you're good with your home situation, and if anything like doesn't feel right, or if you ever felt like moving, like, you have the means to, how to figure that out for yourself. So you're good with home as well. Work is what's influencing your future plans right now. For some of you, I feel like you've been kind of out of work for a while and you're kind of like thinking about going back in. And so like that's kind of like a scary thought right now, and you're kind of worried about like, oh my goodness, how am I going to explain this gap, or how am I going to explain this career change, or like do I want to do this? Is it something that like resonates with me, or does it feel like I should do this, or I have to do this, or like, am I even doing the right thing here? So yeah, some of you are just going through like I feel like where you're working is very heavy, with negative energy, and it's just like not a good vibes, not a good healthy place to be around. And you're a high vibing like person, so I feel like maybe like the industry is going in a bad way, or your specific company or workplace is like not good, and like not good people work there and they have not good intentions, you know what I'm saying? So like it really clashes with your vibe. I feel like you're a really kind-hearted person, and you come in with the best intentions. So like when people around you are completely the opposite, they may seem like normal people, and then you like talk to them and you see how they work, and they like trying to cut corners or trying to get the most money they can with it, and like not caring if they screw other people over, that kind of thing. Like, I feel like you feel it. You're like, okay, like this is toxic. I had to get out of here. It's toxic for you. Money. I do feel like money is another thing. So, like your career, your job, and your money is what's influencing your future plans right now. What about people in your life? I feel like you're good with people. I feel like you might have made a lot of changes in regards to the people you have in your life, you keep in your life, and the people you've left. And I feel like you're in a good spot right now, but you just kind of. And I feel like every passing day, it's getting better and better. Because I feel like you left something. Maybe you change connections with people in the past. Maybe you released some people. But, like, it's been a while since you've done that. So it's, like, kind of like, you're like, yeah, it's good. Like, it'll take a little while to get used to this new normal, but you're good with it. Love. Wow. Oh, wow. So you got the Empress and the Emperor coming out. Pile 2, you are doing great, but there is a lot of strife when it comes to work, for sure. Love, you are gold. You are solid. You're a divine counter, like divine partnership type of soulmate, high level soulmate type of relationship, or will be. So you don't have to worry about love. And spiritual. Okay, wow. Okay, pile 2, you have more going on than your person. Um, okay, so let's organize this. All right, so it looks like you have a lot of reasons to make future plans right now. And I think it's because you have so many positive things going on that the one thing that is not good is like glaringly bad, because everything is so good that the one thing that's not, it's like extra bad. Um, and so you kind of are like, okay, I know what thing doesn't belong in my life right now. Like, it's very obvious. And I feel like for your person, it's like they have one specific area of their life that is very strongly influencing their future plans. So let's look at theirs first, because it's just one thing. And then we'll look at yours and see how it resonates with your plans. Like, if you guys, our plans work well together. Okay, so for people, let's see if it's family. Yep, it's family. The Chariot twice. They want to create a family. So what's getting them going is that they want to create a family, or they want to be in a family. There's something about, like, whether they have kids or not, they just want to create their own family. They want to have kids, or they want to have, two parents. They want to have a stable home for their kids, a good partner to rely on, that kind of thing. Friends are good. That's not going anywhere. They are open to meeting new friends, but it's not like a big concern for them right now. They're good with their friends. And then people around them, they have also left a lot of people like you have, pile 2. So they already kind of did that work, the inner work, in regards to cutting out people that don't no longer resonates with them, or spending less time and energy on people who don't really give back or are not growing at the same rate as them. So you don't have to worry about that. It is family. So let's see. Let's double check. Let's go in on what exactly about family is influencing their future plans right now. Yeah. Wealth. They want to build generational wealth. I feel like they're also at a good place in their life where they're like, I can take on more, or I'm ready to have a family, or I'm ready to have a family again, or something like that. Network of people. And personal passion project in this card. People you're responsible for. Okay. Yeah, again, I'm getting this energy of like they're doing really well. They're a very dependable person. Again, they're good with money. They're good with relationships. They're just that solid type of person, very earthly energy, very grounded. And so they're ready to kind of take on more. They like the idea of like kind of going into another family too. Like, growing their network through their spouse. Like, that's like, not like unreasonable to be like, oh yeah, I want to be in a family who is also loving and would take me in, and maybe they have some connects, you know, like there it's fine to want that from your spouse. It's a part of, you know, being with someone is their family, you know, if they're good and they help you out and they work out for you and they can help your goals in life, like that's a plus. It's a really good plus. And I feel like a person is someone who knows what they have to offer, so they take into consideration like their person's network. You know, do they have good friends? Will they be like, well, I enjoy hanging out with them. Do they have good family members? You know, like like will they consider me one of their own? Or, you know, if we move into an area, do they have like a lot of family there? So like, you know, if anything happens, like my kids will be okay. I can always call for help. Um, or you know, there's a lot of people in different businesses, a lot of people in the family in a lot of different businesses that like you can like, always like kind of figure things out, make deals, whatever. So like I do feel like, I mean, this is personal passion project, so I do feel like they have a dream. They have a dream when it comes to having a family. I do feel like they kind of want a lot of like they want to have big backyard barbecues. They want to have a lot of people over for, you know, gatherings and events and birthdays. Like I feel like they have that dream. They like to have a lot of close people around them, and so they're looking forward to that. They're looking for someone who can, you know, has a lot of family in that area. That you can, like if you want to build like a kids playground in the backyard, you can call like your boyfriend or girlfriend's like, you know, brother or cousins or aunts and uncles like to like help out and stuff like that, you know, make a day of it. So they're actually looking for someone who has like a network, like a lot of people who can help with family. And I feel like it's their passion to be like with a lot of family members or something like that. Ooh, love, compassion, creativity, proposal, marriage. Yeah, so this person is actually definitely looking for love, and they're looking for someone long term, someone serious, and someone who can bring in that family feel. You know, even if it's just like a big group of friends, I feel like family. Like they want to be around people that they can rely on, that they can depend on, like they are, and can help them achieve their bigger goals, which is more like community. They're really big on community, family time, big family, or like it doesn't have to be like having a lot of children, just like, you know, having a lot of family around or something like that. They're a community kind of person. Okay, so that's their plan for the future. Wow. that was I liked going on that little ride. Their vision, their dream is so it was so comfortable and so like comfy. It was fun seeing that. Okay. Anyway, so for you, pal, too, I think the two things that are influencing you majorly is health and love, and then work. And I feel like spiritual and money are kind of like influenced by these other things. So I'm going to do like the positive and the negative. Okay, so the positive, it seems like health and love is influencing your future plans in the positive way. Wow. King of Swords, yeah. Reliable, leadership, authority. So I can see how you match with this person in terms of you take charge of your life and you know what you want, or know how you want to proceed in life and stuff like that. Like you can I feel like you're the person that like if your friends are asking you like, oh, what do you want to do in life, or what do you want to do next, or how are you gonna handle this situation, you're like always have an answer. And it's like you might change it later on or something, but you always have an idea of what you want to do next. Like you're that kind of person. So it feels like you're someone who has good ideas for what you want to do next always. So when it comes to health and love, because these two are related, the Empress and Emperor, of course. Receiving offer and opportunity. So I do feel like you're more in your feminine energy. So if you're looking for love, if you're single right now, I do feel like your person, they're very much on the same page as you. They're very much ready to kind of give this offer opportunity to you, and you're very much ready to receive it. It's like kind of like you guys hit the ground running. Like you both are on the same page. You both recognize you're wanting the same things right now. Okay, what about work? So I feel like, okay, I'm like, do I need to go further than that with love and health? Like I feel like you're ready. Gong, an exciting event. And work achievement success. Like you worked on this, you worked on yourself. Look at you. You're the one who got yourself to an Empress and Emperor energy. Like you got to yourself to a place where you're ready for a relationship and ready for big things in your life with your partner. If you're already in a relationship with your person, like you guys are on the same page. You guys are ready to go and do the next things. In terms of work, so this is the situation that's a little bit sketchy right now in your life. Why? Ooh, manipulation, spiritual. That's why you're getting spiritually attacked at work, pile 2. Oh no. No wonder you want to get the heck out of there. It's yeah, you're around a bunch of like narcissists or people who are a little self-centered. It might not go to that extent. Maybe just people who are a little bit more selfish or something like that. Lack of confidence or something like that. Yeah, there's an energy of like the people there are not in good vibes. You know, they have things that they're working on. Some of them are worse than others. You know, no wonder you're getting spiritually attacked at work. Yeah, delays in money. I feel like like you should have been making more money. Maybe you get passed over for a raise or for a promotion, and you're like, if I were at any other place right now, like I would have been promoted twice already by now. There's something about like, why am I here? Like they're losing money, like they're like purposely making stupid moves. Like why? What am I doing here? Kind of thing. What are you doing here? What are you doing there? Why are you still there? Self-doubt, inner critic. It's a judgment card in reverse. Ignoring the call. I feel like you should have left a long time ago, but it's like hard to make that move, right? Like it's like, like a place doesn't serve you, but it's like when you have limited moves, like maybe there's like a lot of things going on in your life right now, and like it's just kind of like a puzzle piece, and you're trying to like, you're doing the best you can to like get out of that workplace, but like you can only move as fast as you can. Like you can't go any faster. You can't, without like really burning yourself out. So I feel like you're doing the best you can right now, Pal 2, and that's fine. Everything else is great. So you're doing what you need to. And like you should have left that place a long time ago, but like you know better now. And even back then, you might feel like I didn't have many options back then either. But I feel like right now you're kind of making it a priority to get out of there. I feel like you'll thrive more by having, like, if you're wondering like how to get out of there, have more friends and family over, or go to more friends and family's homes. Right now, it will really, really help you to kind of host people or be hosted by other people. And just being in their energies, being around energies of people who like where they work and, figure that kind of thing out. Like, it might really, really help you out to be in that energy. Incoming new love, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised because you saw it happening if it's this person, if this new person coming in, or if it's like your person but they're coming back, or they're coming in with a more serious intention for this connection. Like you should know that like it's kind of funny because like you're like, I want people, like what's going to help you out is having more people who are in the energy that you want to be in, especially when it comes to work. That is going to help you kind of get out of that energy better and faster. So I do feel like you're kind of like in a place where it's like, if I just, like, because I feel like you're kind of so stuck and you're like, how do I there are no other moves, and any moves there are, like I'm making them, right? So I feel like for you, Pile 2, like just being around people who are in the work energy that you want to be in. And just, it doesn't have to be the same work energy. Just being around other good people right now is going to be so good. To have them in your home, to go to their home, that is what's going to work. Because like you're living the life of like what it would be like if you were in a good work situation or the ideal work situation. And it's a kind of, I feel like you and this person like are definitely going to like end up together. Definitely have a serious committed relationship, and it definitely looks like it'll probably, be good for the long haul. But there's something about I feel like even in the future, you or your person or both of you might be in a kind of work where you have to host a lot of clients, potential customers, or maybe take your business partners out for work, or potential business partners have business lunches and have people over for dinner, going out restaurants together with potential buyers or whatever. I feel like the type of work that you and your person do will require having, like, working with people, being able to talk to people, host people, whether it's kind of like a retreat or classes or just business or whatever it is. I do feel like it's you both are going to be doing that, whether you like it or good at it or not. Like, I feel like you're going to get really comfortable just having like business meetings in a more relaxed, personal kind of environment. So it kind of will work for you, pal, to kind of start doing that already. That is kind of what your person is looking for. And it's not like to be like, oh, this is for you to get that person. This is for you to get into the career situation that you want. What will it lead to? What will it lead to? A lover. Inner feelings. Interestingly enough, I do feel like your next career situation may come through your partner, pal, too. Exciting, work achievement, success. Yeah. I feel like you have the skills, the know-how, the steadiness, but you're not sure what to do next. And I think your partner will. Let's see. Desk, yeah, pay attention to. Yeah, I think your person, like, even if they don't like come with a direct opportunity, they give you the focus, the inspiration that you need for like what you need to do next. Maybe they can see something about you once they get to know you on a deeper level. Maybe they see it right away. Like, this is what you're supposed to do, or why don't you focus on this for some reason? X versus working against you. Something that's like, I think this person is gonna really like sympathize with you being in a really unhealthy work environment. Wish granted, yeah. And I feel like, how is this wish granted for you? Good news. I feel like your person, I don't know why. Historic, yeah, business opportunity. I feel like your person, they keep their ear to the ground for you, and then they're like, yeah, if there's an opportunity, if someone I know has an opportunity that might work well for you, I'm gonna let my partner know. So your next opportunity actually comes through your partner, pile too. What should you do with your work situation in the meantime, your work environment? Self-love, disharmony, alignment. They're like, just do whatever you can to keep your self-love high. Yeah, bad choice, stuff like, yeah, like, just like be aware and understand, like, hey, this isn't the best for my career and work situation. And like, take it as like, how like you always want to change your attitude and the way you see things. So like, if you look at your environment and be like, this is exactly what I don't want. It's helping me realize exactly what I don't want, what I'll never see again, what I make sure will never happen in my work situation ever again. So look around you and like be like, just change your positives. Like, this taught me exactly what I don't want in a general sense and very detailed sense. Like, I don't like desks being like this, to like, I don't want teams to have to operate like this. deadlines to have to be mapped out this way. Like whatever it is, like big ideas and small ideas, like look at it as like it's helping you. Everything you're looking at right now in your workplace is exactly like what you'll improve upon and have differently in the way that you want in the future. So it helped you out in that way. And then also protect yourself. Just keep self-love. Keep like a bubble around you, and just know that like you're gonna be out of there. You know, you obviously very clash with your energies clash so much with that environment. Okay, so pile two, like when it comes to your person's future plans and your future plans, they work very, very well. It looks really, really good in terms of the community and the people. Yeah, see the Six of Cups, soulmate card, reunion card, a living, living in the past and playfulness. I'm getting this kind of energy of like nostalgia. It's like you're gonna be living with this person like in the kind of a dream where it's gonna feel like something that it reminds you of your childhood or what you always wish you had in your childhood. And it's like giving you this like really like warm, comforting feeling. Oh, like I remember I was telling you when I was describing your person's like vision for the future. Like it gave me such a sense of warmth and comfort, like kind of like a nostalgic feeling for sure. All right, pile two. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile three. With the Chariot card, we're looking at your person's thoughts on future plans. So this could be your person that you're thinking of, little to no contact, you're dating them, you're just curious, person from your past, you just saw them, someone you're dating, your current spouse, your current boyfriend, girlfriend, or your future boyfriend, girlfriend, your future spouse. Their plans about the future right now. Use it however you like. We're just going to get started. So we're going to look at what's influencing their future plans right now. And we're going to look at the main categories and then go into detail based on what's like the most important thing influencing their plans. And then what's influencing your future plans and seeing if they are aligned with this person. Okay. So health. Okay. 2 cards wanted to come out for health, so I'm just going to take it. Wow. Okay. So their health is doing really, really well. And I do believe it's because their love relationship is going really, really well. So whether that's with you or with someone else, I do feel like their romantic love relationship is going so well that it's influencing their health mentally, emotionally, spiritually, very, very positively at this time. Okay, their home situation. I feel like they're in disagreement with their person or you about something in their home environment, something about the house or the home or location, but it's not like, it's just kind of like preference. It's not like a big deal. Not something that they need to bring up now. I feel like, yeah, you and them or like them and their person, it's like not, they disagree on something very like black and white. Like absolutely someone really likes it and someone absolutely hates it, but it's like not the biggest deal right now. Okay, work. Work is doing great. I do feel like it's kind of like a little bit of a slump right now in terms of work, but it's not bad because overall, like, work is doing really, really good. Maybe they're having like a slow quarter this year, but it's fine overall. Like, they're doing great. Money, yeah, they have good money, good money, like good enough to like share. I feel like they give. They're like the provider. They give a lot of money to their partner, their families, their friends, to charity. They give a lot. They have a lot. People. They are disappointed in the people around them. But again, they're like not surprised. I feel like there's some people around them that they keep giving second chances to. And they're like, every time that they give it, like they hope that things will go differently this time. they do the same thing or eventually or do something similar, and they're like, you know what, like, I don't know why I keep doing it. It just sucks. I'm getting like family or old friends or something like that. Or certain people at work that they keep giving second chances to, and like they keep messing up or they keep effing up, honestly. And it like sucks because I feel like in their heart they care about this person or people. Yeah, because I'm getting like friends, like old friends, like back in the day old friends, um, who aren't doing well. Maybe they keep trying to get them clean and then they keep messing up. Or like family, same sort of deal. Like, this is my biological family. I want to be close to them. I want to help them, but if they don't want to be helped or don't want to grow and evolve, like, you know, I can't. I can hope that they get better one day, but I have to stop believing that they will at some point. Like, not believing, but expecting them to. Or maybe there's someone at work that kind of reminds them of like a younger version of them, or someone that they know in their past or something that they had, maybe a friend or something. Like, oh, this person reminds me of a really good friend back in the day, and they had high hopes for them, but they keep messing up at work or something. Love. Love is definitely influencing their future plans. I feel like there's some plans on hold right now. Interesting. We'll look into that because like there's something about love that they feel like is coming up for them, and they haven't thought about it much, but I feel like they know that like they're gonna have to start thinking about it soon. And then spiritual. This person is very spiritual, and it might not seem like it because I feel like they're very 3D minded. They very much are a physically oriented person, but it doesn't mean that they're any less spiritual. In fact, they're very spiritual. They're someone who thinks about the long run of things. So, like, even if they're very, very business minded or, you know, they think about their finances or their business and future plans about their business and their work and stuff like that, like a lot. They do it in a way that's like, it might be surprising to someone who's spiritual who isn't very physically minded, but like they care about people around them. It's like even this person at work who like they had high hopes for, kind of let them down, and they invest in people, like real people, and like really care, and they really care about the work that they do. They get to use their creativity and they channel ideas all the time. They listen to their intuition, and that's why they're very abundant, is actually because they're very spiritual. They listen to themselves, they align themselves with themselves, they do a lot of review work, they reflect a lot. Like, was this the right thing to do? Was this very me or was this not me? When they're doing risk assessments, like they actually consider, like, is this aligned with who I am, even if it's something that other people would be surprised about or would deem it a bad gamble, a bad decision. Like, is it okay with me? What would I do? So they are someone who like listens to their gut and reflects a lot on their decisions, even if it's more work related and money related. Okay. So let's see what is influencing your plans for the future right now, and see if it aligns with this person. Are your both future plans aligned? Okay. So health. Oh, pile 3, your health. You're doing amazing. I feel like you've gotten on top of every area of your life, and that is, I want to say rare, but like, I'm hopeful that more and more people are getting to this point where they are taking care of all areas of their life a little bit better. So like a true Libran, but like, yeah, like that you manage your mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, physical health, and like, people that you're responsible for, making sure you're aligned with your true purpose, and even money wise and things that you physically want in your life, like taking care of yourself in all sorts of ways. There's many ways to keep your health be on top of your health, you know, making sure your environment's good, is your air quality good, like, you know, all the kind of things, right? And I'm proud to say, pile three, your spirit guides are so extremely proud of you. You should be very proud of yourself, and I think you are. You are doing extremely well, taking care of yourself. And not just yourself, you're setting an example for your friends and family and your community, people you work with, everyone around you, by taking care of yourself really well. You're showing them how to do it as well. You're an example. Pile three, you're amazing. Wow. Okay, so home. Home is doing really well. So I feel like you're with this person. I feel like for most of you, you're with this person. If not, this is like if this is like a future person coming in, like you two are like on the same wavelength, like completely. I feel like if this is someone new coming in, like you guys get into a relationship really quickly, and you guys start thinking about the next steps in love really quickly with this hanged man in love. And you both know it. Like you both meet each other and it's like, oh, like, yeah. Like even if you want to take it slow and enjoy these like moments in the beginning, both of you kind of like dive into it pretty quickly. Just because you're doing so well and you guys like, no, like it's not going to harm the connection or either one of you if you organically let this go its course, which is like a little bit faster than most people would. Yeah, so whether this is someone you're with right now, someone in the future, like it looks amazing. Even if pile three, the off chance, if you're reading for someone else who is in a relationship with someone else and you're with someone else, like, and you want to be with this person, I hate to say it, but it looks like you guys would be, it would be good. You guys came together. Or if one of you is in a relationship and the other person isn't. Don't like to say it, but the truth is the truth. Okay. I'm totally against cheating and stuff like that, but you know, I don't judge. Things happen. I get it. You guys seem like you guys are meant to be. Okay, so work. Your work situation. It's similar energy. Like I do feel like you have like a lot of responsibilities when it comes to work. I feel like for some of you, you have a diverse portfolio when it comes to work. You do a lot of things to make your income, or you have your thumb in a lot of projects or something like that. And I feel like it's like a little bit overwhelming. It's kind of getting to you right now, but at the same time, like you're still carrying it fine. Like you understand it's temporary. Similar to your person who's like, yeah, I might not be having the best quarter, but hey, like overall, you're doing great. Like I feel like you're doing the same thing. Like you're a little bit stressed right now, but you're handling it. It's fine. It'll pass. Money. I do feel like you have an unexpected boost in your income coming in soon, but overall money's good. I do feel like it's through a person, so I do feel like if you're getting a boost of income, I feel like through a person who really believes in this or are really enthusiastic about this partnership, or a really exciting opportunity or something like that. But I do feel like you do have a boost in income coming pretty soon, really fast, out of nowhere, seemingly. It seems positive. And then people in your life. Yeah, I feel like you stopped giving. You stopped giving to people in your life because you're like, I feel like you gave too much. Whether this was in the form of money or energy or advice or time or whatever, I feel like you stopped giving too much of your energy away. Love. See the Two of Cups twice. I feel like for you too, like you're I feel like you and your person, pile three, are realizing there's like your love relationship is expanding very quickly and is moving forward really quickly. It's like surprising, and I feel like even if it's like not like if for example marriage or whatever the next steps for you and love are, moving in together, having kids, maybe a second honeymoon, whatever, renewing your vows, taking on another big life goal together, whatever it is, I do feel like it's happening. Like you guys realize it's going to be happening sooner rather than later. You guys both prioritize romantic love. It's what keeps you healthy. It's what keeps you inspired for your next steps in life. Both of you prioritize love. For you, it gives you a really grounded sense of home and security and stability. And for them, it gives them a really, really good boost in health and clarity. In spirituality, like them, you also are a very spiritual person, but I do feel like you show it more in the way you love others, the way that you show attention and care in everything that you do, not just for others, but like your creativity and your house chores and your work tasks. Like you put a lot of love and care into it. It's just because you have so much love and care for your person that it shows up in everything else that you do. And with it is an added addition of like this like channeled energy, this channeled like divine inspiration that's in everything that you do. So everything that you do is like laced with a little bit of divine love, and not just like care and effort, but like divine love, because there's a little bit of like a you into it. There's a little bit of authenticity. There's a little bit of inspiration or something unique or inspired in everything that you do, even if it's just like the font that you use for this certain report, or the way that you organize this table, or the way that you created dinner that night, or the way that you had that conversation with that friend. Like it doesn't matter, like you lace everything you do with a hint of divine energy. So both of you are doing really, really well in terms of spirituality. Okay, so when it comes to what's the most important thing influencing your future plans right now, for them, it's health. And for you, it's home. So let's clear this up a bit. Okay, so for them, it's health. And for you, it's home. Let's see what exactly in health is influencing their future plans right now. So let's see. Mental. Yes, that's where it is. And I don't know if you remember, but they had the Three of Swords in their people influencing their life. So we'll look into that, because it has to do with people. Emotional. Yeah. Again, I got that hopeful energy. Like they're always hoping for these people, this person. Like there'd be a different outcome whenever they kind of spend time with this person or visit them, and it never turns out that way. Maybe it's someone with a medical issue, but I feel like most likely than not, it's like someone who keeps disappointing them in terms of their habits or getting themselves back on their feet or something like that. Okay, and then physical. Physically, it's fine. Okay, so I do feel like, let's go into people. Is it family? Yes, it's family. Friends. And the people around them. Okay, so I do feel like their friends know about the situation. Like they're good friends, like back in the day kind of friends. Cause like I got that feeling of like something about their friends from the back in the day. They also released, but I don't think it's because those friends were bad. It's just that those friends remind them of who your person, pile 3, relied on heavily when their family member was acting not appropriate or not, doing well. And so I do feel like they stepped away from not just this family member or this family, but also the friends that they had when they're younger, because when they hang out with those friends, like they know their friends can see this young version of themselves who was struggling, coping with what was going on at home. In terms of the people around them, this kind of made your person really resilient, pile 3, because they started not to first of all, it became a huge empath. So even if they look very serious, they look like very businesslike and or very successful in their career, they might have a very like masculine energy career and work, logical with numbers, business, whatever, right? Technical. something that like very like masculine, very, but they have such empathy for people. So like when they hire people or when they take someone on to mentor or something like that, or when they work on a group project or something like that, um, when they work under a boss, like they take into consideration this person's well-being. They are huge empaths because of their past. Um, they feel this need to like take care of others because they had to take care of this parent or parents or family, and so there's this energy of like I don't care about people, and that's what they present outwardly, but internally they feel like they're responsible for everyone, especially the people who are not doing well. So that's what causes issues in their workplace, because they'll have like they'll have someone that they bring on who's not doing well, and they'll care for them and like root them, like cheerlead, like root them on, and then this person disappoints them, and it's like really really tough for this person because like they're reliving this like childhood memory over and over, and they always pick the people who are not good for them or who are struggling in life, right? And like very very rarely like does someone actually like move forward positively with their help. But I feel like more times than not, they find people keep going back, you know. And I feel like this person, pile 3, whatever issue that they had in their childhood, whether the parents were alcoholics or abusive or like weren't good with money or whatever the situation was, didn't have the resources in life to study or whatever, they try to they do a lot of charity work. Yeah, because we saw that. Oh yeah, they do give away a lot of money, and I think it's to people who to help that are in a similar situation, that their family member, maybe it wasn't their parents, maybe it's like a sibling or something, but like whatever their family had a hard time struggling with, they do give a lot of money in that. So that is something that they kind of struggle with, pile 3. So that's what they're looking for in the future. How does that affect their future plans? How does that affect their plans for the future? Teaching, coaching, mentoring. Yeah, I feel like they will never like admit that they're taking on that role, but they always are. Like they'll never take on a professional like volunteer, like they won't actually like volunteer at that like nonprofit or whatever, in that charity or anything. They won't actually take on apprentices, or they won't actively they won't take on the teaching or mentoring type of role, but in their real life they do it all the time with everyone, almost anyone that comes into their life, especially the ones who look like they're really messed up, that remind them of their parents the most, or whoever, their family member the most. Tough gig. So how does this affect their future? Someone that you're attracted to. So they're attracted to someone who past of interest, who is going to remind them of, like, who's going to help them heal that past. You know what I'm saying? So someone who also does charity work or helps people in that situation, or someone who is like a healing energy that can help them kind of heal that energy without having to volunteer and do all this like extracurricular stuff. Like just someone who has a healing presence and healing energy. Maybe someone who even just provides a home that is more loving and comforting, something that they wish they had when they're younger but didn't get to have. Something like that, like something like the family life they wish they had. Someone who provides them with that. That's enough. That's all it takes. So what about you, pile 3? What is influencing your plans for the future right now? So we have your home. We got the Lover's card there, right? So physical home, there's some issue. There's some issue with your current home. I want to look into that real quick because before we move on, because that just was striking. Balance, harmony, moderation. Okay, so your home energy is not good. Like, I feel like you keep lying to yourself, saying that, like, it's fine, it's great, it's a great location, like, there's the best schools here, or all my family's here, or like the people I live with or around, but it's not good. You're trying to make something, you're trying to make something good out of a bad situation, right? And usually that's like admirable and like preferable. But in this situation, you're like being delusional and lying to yourself. Like, it's actually bad. And maybe you know it and you just kind of like, this is the way I can deal with it. But like, you're trying to find meaning. You're trying to find meaning where there is none. Kind of what I'm sorry, I'm just telling you the truth because I feel like your spirit guides are like, stop. It's not good. Maybe you keep fixing it and it keeps breaking down. You know, maybe you keep like saying like, but there's so much culture here, or there's so much like good opportunities for work and love here. Like, no, get out of there. That city's dangerous. You know, like something like that. It's just like you're trying to make. I feel like you're someone who tries to find the positive in everything, but at this point, like, don't lie to yourself. Spirit is saying, like, if it's not good, just be truthful and honest to yourself. Yeah, it's not good. You know, you might find some good things, positive things, and that's great. You're great for doing that, pile 3, but you don't have to. You don't have to do that anymore. You could just let it be. Just put it out of your mind. It's not good. That's it. No more thoughts on that. Your location and area. Oh my god, pile 3. Whew, okay. It's gonna blow up. Not like literally, but like it doesn't resonate with you anymore, but there's like a bigger reason. I feel like there's a big overarching reason we need to get out of there because that area is going to go through something, a huge transformation, and you're not meant to be a part of it. So, pile 3, get out. People living with or around you, yeah, they don't work well with you. They don't want to work well with you. They're not, there's disharmony. Disharmony. Pile 3, I'm so sorry. I'm like looking at this like lover's card. I'm like, wow, like you're so good at creating a home and something with so much love. Like, I feel like you love creating a nice home, like picking out nice furniture or, you know, fixing it up according to the season and bring a lot of warmth and love there. But like, I feel like you're holding on to dear life. I feel like you're capable of so much. Like, you're capable of creating such a powerful, loving, and good energy home that kind of exudes into every area of your life, including that of your partner and your families and whoever comes to visit. But at this time, like, this is so starkly different. I don't know what to say, pile 3, but get out. Sorry. Something's gonna happen. Yeah, restless, unfocused, burnout, impulsive, no direction. Like, it's sucking your life force energy. It's like really, really actively bad for you. Okay, how does this influence your plans going forward? Good luck, karmic cycles, destiny, turning point, change, inevitable fates, up and down. So like, there's a tower moment here, and then like a wheel of fortune. So something is happening out of the blue. Some change of fate. It seems like a miracle. No contact in reverse. So someone's going to contact you. A work situation is going to contact you. Writing. I feel like you've already done the research of what kind of area or what specific locations would be good for you. In career, yeah, I do feel like your career is going to change, which is going to allow your home situation to change, your housing situation. Someone that is around you. Yeah, I was like thinking, I'm like, are you gonna move because of career? And I'm getting yes. So I do feel like you don't have to move exactly to this area. It might be remote work, but I feel like it'll benefit you more to be where this place is located, or one of their offices is located, or something, their corporate office. So is it related to that? A romantic interest. And then on top of that, there's someone that you might be like romantically interested in that lives around that area. So you're like, like my work area. Like, yeah, I feel like you're like not, like, you don't have to move there for work, but you're like, oh, but it's closer to this person that I kind of like. Maybe, or maybe I feel like the romantic interest came out in reverse. So parental figure. Um, it's funny because this person, when they come into your life, if you're single and looking for love, like I feel like this person comes into your life, and at first they kind of take on this kind of more authoritative role in your life, like someone who's like more maybe like a mentor, someone looking out for you, someone who's like giving you business advice, someone who's giving you career advice, someone like who's like an advisor. They're looking, or they're trying to help you out, like again, they're being the parent that they wish they had, you know, they're being the person, they're just trying to help you out sincerely, and then it kind of turns into like they have a crush on you. Coworker, people you work with, yeah, friends that want more, yeah. I feel like they're like, oh, I kind of like this person, maybe I'll ask them to kind of move closer to the office. I do feel like you might meet this person through work, or maybe you meet this person and they live around where you're potentially working next, or something like that, or something, a move that would be good for you career wise. It doesn't have to be near their office or whatever. It could be just something that like maybe like the industry, there's like a huge industry, a lot of companies in that industry that you work in that area, or something like that. Or maybe, yeah, there's just a lot of people who have that kind of experience in that area, or something like that. Like it's just a good career move to move there. And then I feel like they have an interest in you first, and then you're kind of like, oh, this person is trying to just act like a coworker or someone, like, you know, just a professional in the area, but it seems like they want more. That's interesting. So what's happening? Is your timelines connected? New ideas, curiosity. I feel like both of you are kind of checking each other out. I'm like, oh, this might be something. Are your future plans aligned? Rest, relaxation, meditation, contemplation, recovery, planning for the future. Yeah, I do feel like both of you are kind of like, oh, this person kind of matches up with what I want for the future. Both of you kind of want that. How is it for you? Because your home situation, self-respect, maybe introverted, self-confident. I feel like you're someone who, you know, you'd be able to create a really warm environment wherever you go, whether it's at work, whether it's at inside the home, in a partnership with family and kids, in a community, like wherever you go, you tend to kind of create that really warm home environment, and this person gravitates toward that, notices it right away, and it's alluring to them. It's like very seductive to them. So I do feel like there is a really good energy here for both of your future plans being kind of aligned. Even if you're with this person already, I do feel like your person gives you really good advice in terms of career. And I feel like maybe if you guys don't have kids yet, like they're thinking about having kids. Okay. So July kind of fell off the floor, fell off the desk if that resonates. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Scales, like the Justice card here, keep your life in balance, and you do. Wow, 3, you do. I was impressed by that. New job or career, yeah. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. I think that's them. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Oh my God, did I say that? Yeah, so like they want emotionally secure, loving family, but I feel like they're kind of stubborn about something. You get a new job or career, you're using your intuition, they're using their intuition, but I feel like they're a little bit slow to come around the corner. Recovery. Oh, you know what happens? Like sometimes like when you are dealing with such a like vicious repeating cycle in your life, especially when it comes all the way down to something that started with your parents, like one of your first traumas, that like affects every relationship afterwards. You tend to kind of like when you find someone safe to heal that with, it gets kind of wild. Like it gets kind of crazy because like all this stuff is gonna start coming out of them that they forgot about, they haven't worked on, or they finally feel safe to release. And so it's gonna get kind of weird before it gets kind of better. Just to let you know, how's it for you? The world's kind of completion, wholeness. Like I feel like celebrating life. You're like, okay, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is gonna lead me in the right direction. What about for them? The Emperor, yeah. Respect, leadership. They are very, very solid. They're very solid. But it does take them a second to kind of get their footing after the beautiful tropical storm, pile 3, comes into their life, right? All right, pile 3. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate you like a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 4. With the Sun card, we're looking at what their thoughts on future plans are. So what are they planning for the future, and does it align with what you're planning for the future? We're going to look at just kind of every area just to kind of see like what is the most influential part of their life that's affecting their future plans right now, like at this moment. And then we'll look at yours and see where it matches up, and then we'll go into detail. But yeah, this could be for the person you're thinking of now, little to no contact in the past, currently, future. Yeah, the person you're dating, person you're married to, in a relationship with, or your future spouse, your future boyfriend, girlfriend. Next person coming in, whoever you want to read for, this is the energy. Okay, so let's see. What is your person's thoughts on future plans? What's influencing their future plans? Health. Okay, so health, I think they're kind of exhausted because people keep telling them what they should do, and it's like, I know what's best for me. Like, can you guys just shut up, and can you just like trust that I know what I'm doing? But I feel like a lot of people try to like comment or tell them what they should do, and they're just like kind of sick of hearing it. I'm hearing. Home. I feel like they have good long-term plans in terms of home. I feel like maybe if they have like a house, like they have a good like mortgage and they had a good fixed rate or something like that, and they're like solid. So they have their home set up as good. They like it. They kind of see themselves living there for the foreseeable future. They can see like, you know, things expanding in their home, and they feel like they like where they live and they like the location area. What about work? They're doing work. Actually, something good just happened for them at work. They just got promoted, or they got acknowledged, they got an award, some sort of recognition, and so they're feeling really happy with work. Work is great. Money. I feel like with money, I feel like they've been trying to save and save and save, but it's been kind of like, when will I finally be debt free, or when will I finally pay off this loan, or when will I finally start being in the positive? When will I finally not have to live paycheck to paycheck anymore? Like they're on top of their work and they're really responsible. They're on top of their finances, but like it just feels like they're always continuously working and then like not getting ahead, which it kind of drains them, but like they know they're in a better spot than most people, and so they're okay. Okay, in terms of people in their life, I do feel like the people in their life right now, they like, this is someone who feels a little bit more settled in their life. They like where they live. They like the people in their life. They like where they work. They don't mind having the life that they have now for like into the future. They like who they are. They like their life. They feel like it's good. Like their home is good. The people in their life is good. They can see it being not an issue in the future. Love. I feel like they're worried they're going to have to change something about their life if they have to let in love. Like, for example, their house and moving, maybe having to open up more. You know, it's a little bit scary for them, but like, um, they want it, but it scares them a lot. I feel like your person, pile four, like they're afraid of change, and most of all, like love will change absolutely, completely 360 upward. Like people say 360, it's like, oh, you're just going back to where you came from. I'm like, no, but spiral upward. Like 360 is gonna be like you're a much higher space than you were. You leveled up. 360 upward, spiral upward. Like you're gonna be in a completely new spot. Everything in your life is gonna change, right? Because of love. And so they're deathly afraid of it, but they do want it. Spiritual. Okay, even spiritual, I feel like they're a little bit more skeptical, but they are open to the idea. I think this is someone who is they're above average intelligence, um, but they're kind of what they. I feel like they kind of follow the rules. You know, they do what like any normie would do. You know, you go to school, get a job. You know, buy a home. You know, pay off your loans. Like that kind of person. Just like very they're so okay with living their life the day to day how they are, you know, like that's why they're like kind of nervous of like like a potential love coming in. Okay, let's see your plans. What's affecting your plans for the future, and does it align with this person's? Okay, health. Okay, so I feel like with health, you love trying new things. You love trying new routines. You love trying new recipes, new supplements, new, you know, diets, new methods of connecting with yourself, new workouts. I think I already said that, but like you just love trying new things, and I feel like that's just who you are. You're like, if I find something I like, I'll stick with it, but even if you stick with it for a while, you get kind of bored and you're like, okay, I want to try something else now. So I do feel like you know, you'll have seasons for things, and you might come back to certain things in the future, you might not, but like you like to try things out for a while, and then you like to try other things, or you get bored, you might come back to it, but that's just who you are. So it's a little bit different from this person who likes to do the same thing like almost every day. Like if they like running, that's all they do for workout, you know. If they have like certain food preferences, like they don't like to try like new foods even when they go out to eat or something like that. Like they just stick to their own things, you know. Home. Oh my god, I feel like you're like, I need to get out of here. I need to be outside of the house. I need to try new things. I need to move. I feel like you're someone who doesn't mind traveling a lot or moving a lot. Like if life calls for it, you're like, I'm up for it. I'm up for the adventure. Okay, so already I feel like two different personalities, but hey, opposites sometimes attract. So let's see. I'm getting some of you, you're checking in for like a friend or a coworker or something, just to see like the compatibility level. Like if there's more to this friendship, if you guys could be friends on a deeper level. We'll see. Work. I feel like you feel stifled at work because I feel like you have a lot of ideas and like you can't always share them, or you can't always talk about them. I feel like you're a little bit more shy, or not shy. You're a little bit more conservative at work because you don't want to come off to one way or the other. So I do feel like you have a lot of ideas, but you feel like you can't share them. Maybe your workplace is too strict or too, I'm getting like restricting. So I feel like kind of like choked a little bit like you're not allowed to be fully who you are. And it's not like, I feel like where you work, it's like, it's still unconventional like you are, but like not unconventional enough, surprisingly. But like you're like, this is like, you're trying to like convince yourself like this is good, like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like you're trying to stick with the rules, you're trying to be a normie, and you know it'll be beneficial for you in the long run to get some experience in this place, but like, you know, you're doing what you have to do. Money. I feel like with money, I feel like you're a little bit more carefree when it comes to money, and you're like, oh well, if things don't work out, then I could always like do this or do that. Like there's something about you that's like just so optimistic and idealistic when it comes to finances and money. Maybe you have good like maybe you have family in good standing, so you always had that as a plan B if things don't work out. Maybe you've always had partners help you out with finances. Maybe you have really like friends in really high places, and like you never like worry about money in that way. And like you kind of like oh, if things don't work out, I'll just have something else will come through, and it usually does. Not always, but like it usually does. So I feel like you're very confident with money, even though you don't always have some. I feel like you like spending as much as um yeah, making. I feel like you like to spend a lot. Yeah. Okay, so people in your life. I feel like you're not a boring person, so you always have interesting people in your life. You always attract interesting people. You always attract people in general. You get rid of people who are boring, who don't give you that like spice to life that you give to other people. So you always give people a chance, I'm getting, but like when you find out that other people can't match your level of ingenuity and your brightness, your uniqueness, your how like interesting you are, then like you kind of like slowly let that connection fizzle out. But for most of the time you collect a lot of interesting people, and it's just like I feel like your friend groups are eclectic. Like I feel like you collect people like I feel like you collect interesting people, so you have a really wide range of friends, and I feel like it's never a dull moment for you. Okay, and love. Yeah, you're a very loving person. You love easily. But I not to not in a bad way, but I feel like you're sometimes a little bit selfish, pile four. Like I do feel like you give a lot of love, but I feel like at the end of the day, like you spend a lot of money, you give a lot of love, but at the end of the day, like someone else is always taking care of you. So like someone like you might like give a lot of love, but that's because you're getting a lot of love from other people. So I feel like you get to spend a lot of money, but that's because you're getting a lot of money from people around you, So there's like an energy of like you might feel like you have more energy than you do, but it's just because a lot of people are investing their energy, time, and money to you, and you kind of spend it a little bit more frivolously because you've lived a very enchanted and you know I want to say privileged, but kind of like a lucky life, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like pile four, if you're lucky, you have that good stuff coming to you, like live your life. You're one of the lucky ones. Like there should be people who are living more ignorantly or more like in their lucky energies. Like that's the dream. Like you need to keep that energy going. It brings more positivity onto the planet. But you probably are a little bit aware that you are, when you have moments of like self-reflection, like that you are luckier than most. When you're going through a tough time, you could probably get through it easier than most people can, even though tough times are just as tough and hard to feel and get through as anyone else. It's easier because all these other things are a little bit taken care of for you. But I feel like you are the pampered person. Like it's like that energy that makes you such a rich person creatively and personality wise, makes you so interesting. So like we need those types of people too. So like never feel guilty about that, pile four. Like where you are, understand where other people are sometimes too, and like that's fine. Like your life is your life, and you exist and you help the world in your own divine way. Spiritually, yeah, we got this interesting energy here of their money energy and then your spiritual energy. I do feel like, see, that's why you get to be lucky, and you get to maybe you're a very spiritual person or a very creative person, and I do feel like a lot of people help you out with things that you might need, but at the end of the day, you're spreading, like you're taking the time and energy because you're not only were you lucky to, but you, I feel like you do work really hard, but like you share with the world your unique, authentic energies, and you also radiate with the sun card here, radiate a lot of divine energy, a lot of love and happiness and joy, and a lot of like divine spark. You're very inspirational. Um, you spread your love and energy and creativity and authentic energies to anyone that you meet. So it's like, keep doing that. Keep doing that because that's what you're meant to do. So that's why you got so lucky in this lifetime, is because your hard work is to keep it going, keep sharing that joyous love. And you know, like it sucks probably because like people are looking at you and be like, oh, she's so lucky, he's so lucky, like they don't have to lift a finger and stuff like that. But it's hard being always like the positive one, the idealistic one, the one who's always channeling good ideas, the one who's always seeing things from a different point of view. Like it's tough because even though you have the opportunity to achieve self mastery more fully in this lifetime, it just means that you have to be really, really good at your craft. So it's not like you work less than anyone else. You work just as much or harder because you're working in this very niche field or area of life. You're working on your like specific, authentic skills and abilities, and that comes along with a lot of its own issues and problems that not many other people understand. Interesting. Okay, so right now, your future plans and their future plans. I feel like both of you, because no major arcana came up, you're not really thinking about the future right now. You're more kind of in the moment. You guys are both kind of happy with where your life is right now, so you don't really have an intention of changing your future, really. Because I feel like most people who are like thinking about the future is because they want to change something, they want to improve something, they're hoping and dreaming of something better. But both of you are kind of like, living the dream right now. There's nothing I want or need. Like that's amazing, Pile 4. And I think that's why you matched this person really well. But I am going to match the two energies that came up that, interestingly enough, you guys have the same cards in, which is the 2 4 of Pentacles here and the 2 9 of Wands here. So let me clear that up for you. Okay, so this seems like when we're looking at how aligned your future plans are, these are the two areas, between the two of you that seem like they either are compatible or contrast. So let's start with them and about money and spirituality. Okay, so in terms of money, let's see, their basic needs. Okay, so they're always good with money. They always have enough. They always have what they need. In terms of income, they're good. They're happy with where their income is at right now, and they feel like they're gonna do better. We just got the 6 of Wands with their work situation, so they're obviously like doing well with work, and they're excited about like making more or like looking better at work. I feel like sometimes it's like money that makes you motivated or that helps you up at work. But I feel like right now it's like reputation, like their reputation is going through the roof. Like, you know, everyone knows and recognizes their work or something like that. And finances, long-term investments, Knight of Cups. And so that's what they're worried about, because they're kind of, that came up, that was your money card for you. They're worried about like if they have a romantic relationship or go on dates, like it's gonna like drain them, like leave them clean and dry, whether they're male or female, whether you're male or female. Like I do feel like they're concerned about like spending too much, like if they start dating someone, if they start into a relationship, like how much of a toll that's going to take on their finances. Maybe they've had experiences in the past where that was an issue. Okay, and then for you, spiritually, self-love and self-care, 10 of Cups, your authenticity and creativity, Justice card, and your lessons in karma. So I do feel like you are really like a really highly spiritual person. You believe in yourself. I feel like you have good like roots, like whatever your parents taught you or whatever society or your friends or however you kind of came to your own belief systems, like you're really solid in your belief systems, whether you're religious or just spiritual or whatever it is. Like I feel like you have like a solid belief system, and so that really works to your favor. But I feel like it really it like kind of goes against people who think very logically and who think very like systematically about like money, and who's more of a normie. So like they might not get along with your energies as much because like I'm getting a clash. Like they're worried about having to give someone a lot of money, and like especially when it comes to dating and relationships and marriage, and you're over here being like, everything always gets taken care of, like everything works out for me, I take care of myself and I take care of my partner and my family, and like I feel like you do. The only thing here is like I feel like you are being called to your calling doesn't really get money. Like whatever you do for creativity or whatever your calling is, like maybe it's hard to make money in that field, or it doesn't always require, it doesn't always make that much, or maybe it feels like it's kind of, maybe it's like something that you kind of offer the world for free or something like that. There's something about like, because you're for you it's like your energy, like you're providing the world with your energy, that's your calling, but that's not going to make money. Like, how are you going to walk into a room and be like, hey, I made everyone a little bit happier today, give you some inspiration, I gave you some divine, like, unicorn sprinkle, like, give me some money. Like, that doesn't always work. So I feel like your calling really, like, collides with this person's fear that they're going to have to provide their partner with financial stability. Okay, and then about love, I feel like this is something that you guys kind of align on with love. Let's see. Lover, romantic interest, dating, crush. I feel like they're okay with like hooking up with someone and like liking someone and hanging out with them, but when it comes to going to a relationship, they're like, oh nah, man. Like, so this person is completely like they're like non-committal, or like they have issues with that, and specifically because of money. And I feel like with you and home situation, so physical home, where you live right now is good, location, area, and people you live with around. I feel like you're someone who likes to kind of settle in and like kind of be in a location for a long time. I feel like you created something with your work. You created something with your community, with the people that you work with, the people that you live around. You create a great system. So you like where you work. It's like you're kind of one of those people in the movies that are kind of like waving hi to your neighbor, and you grab a newspaper for them, and they're like, oh, thank you. I'll be, I'll give you my mother's recipe for the pie later this week that you asked for. And like, you just have like a system going with all the people around you, because you just like really work well with everyone. You're just like that kind of person. You bring that energy. Like you're that magic. You're the movie magic. You're the person you're literally like that. You're the person that like people like contact and want to keep continuing to have contact, and you bring good luck, you bring good vibes, good energy, good advice, good everything, and good energy anywhere you go. So people like to have that energy around them. But when people ask you, what do you do? You're like, I don't know. Like, you can't put it into words. And but people know, like, they just want to be around you. You bring good luck anywhere you go. And I feel like you're someone who has, like, you go from job to job to job, or you're always doing multiple things at the job. Maybe you sometimes you do delivery, sometimes you work in the shop or in the office, and sometimes you're just kind of like always moving around. You're always talking to people. You're always kind of, because that's your job, is to kind of move around. You have this divine energy that you're channeling through, so you're meant to meet a lot of people. Sometimes more people, more than other days, but like generally you're supposed to be meeting a lot of people, going to a lot of locations, so you move around a lot. But I feel like in your community, you like to do that in a community, because you like to build that kind of relationship with people. So but then when people ask you, what do you do, it's like you can't write that down, like, like, but like your calling, what you're supposed to do in this life, is so important. And I feel like this person doesn't get that. But they would love to have, like, you're someone who, like, you would benefit them so much. You're exactly what this person needs and wants, but they can't visualize it because they're scared of opening up themselves. But like, to have someone you in their life who gives them consistency, but in the span of a community and neighborhood, just interacting with more people, and like, I feel like you're someone who's like very solid, like, you might like to go to the supermarket and buy things here and there, but at the same time, like, you buy the things that you need. Like, I feel like you make like grocery shopping fun or something like that. Like, you're someone who like makes going to the hardware store fun or something like that. This is something that this person needs, because right now they're like, I'd rather have a boring life and not be with anyone. I'm good with where I am. But with you, someone who brings consistency, but inconsistency in meeting with the same people, going to the same stores, like, you know, it's like, even if you have the same kind of like dinners on rotation, like somehow you make it a little bit more fun, make it a little bit more creative, or like, you don't mind like making the same dinners every season or something like that. Like, you're like, mix it up every season, whereas this person might eat the same thing all year round. Like, you bring a little bit more spice into their life, but still in a very consistent way. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this person will be able to take care of you financially as soon as they realize that, like, that's going to be to their benefit, because you're opening up their world. Like, you're giving them consistency, which is what they want, but like with everything. And that's what they crave and desire, but they just don't know it. They don't know what they want. You are what they want. Courage, precision. Yeah, we got the Nine of Wands again. Nine of Wands, Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. When I was clarifying this energy, yeah, there's someone who needs to kind of like break out of that pattern. And so what do they give you? The Sun, positivity, pleasure, success, rebirth. I do feel like this person, they are a very good partner. They are very good also in bed. They all are very good, like mother or father figure, and they are someone, they're very like family oriented. They have a lot of vitality. I think something just like shut them down. I don't know who or what shut this person down. I think it's more than one who, but I do feel like, yeah, past resentment. Like, I feel like there's something that happened in their past that made them like kind of completely shut down. But they are definitely someone who, like, someone coming back, but it's in reverse. I feel like this person is never coming back, but I do feel like there's someone who really, they come back through this person, through like making them so rigid and like stiff. A fling. I do feel like this person might like come back in their life for a short period of time, just to like kind of show them like how much they've changed, and show them how much you are not that person. Soulmate. Yeah, there's a soulmate energy between the two of you, and you both kind of feel it. How do you break this person? Group of people. I feel like this is a fucking movie. Sorry, I just swore. But like pile 4, like, you're gonna like just include this person on everything. You're gonna force them or find some reason or excuse, like be like, oh, my car broke down, can you help me? And they have to say yes. And like then you bring them to a mechanic, like, oh, I know this mechanic, it's my uncle, blah blah blah. And then like you know, it's like, oh yeah, like I had this issue, can you have lunch with me and we'll talk over this contract, like. And then like you just kind of like keep bothering them and bringing them to all these people. And then eventually they kind of know all these people, and then they get kind of familiar, and it's like now they expect to see all these people again. So like they start to realize like who you are, what you bring to their life, you know, like the sun comes out for them. It's nice that we have the sun twice here, yeah. And then once they kind of come out of that energy, this person will come back, and then it'll remind them like they're not that person anymore. You're not that person. You're completely someone different. You're someone who adds to their life. You're someone worth providing for, because you provide so much in other ways. So pile 4, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate your a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. I wish you much love and light.